Welcome to Beyond the Horizon, where we explore the most fascinating and mysterious stories of our time. Today, we venture into the shadowy world of organized labor, corruption, and crime, to uncover the truth about one of America's most infamous figures, Jimmy Hoffa. Hoffa, the controversial leader of the Teamsters Union, was a man of contradictions. A champion of workers' rights, yet a ruthless operator with ties to organized crime. A master strategist who rose to power through a mix of charm and intimidation. Join me as we delve beyond the horizon of Hoffa's public image and explore the dark alleys, secret deals, and hidden agendas that defined his life and legacy. Jimmy Hoffa was the controversial president of the International Brotherhood of Teamsters Union from 1957 to 1971. He was a labor warrior from a young age and fought for workers' rights. However, his leadership was marked by both his contentious wielding of his enormous power and his cult-like popularity, as well as his long-standing ties to the criminal underworld. A prominent figure in organized labor during the mid-20th century, Jimmy Hoffa was married to Josephine Pazivac, a laundry worker, in 1937, and they remained together until his disappearance in 1975. The couple had two biological children, Barbara Ann Crancer, a daughter, who is a retired Missouri judge, James P. Hoffa, a son, who is the current general president of the International Brotherhood of Teamsters. He also had an adopted son, Charles Chucky O'Brien, whose father was a close associate of Hoffa's. Jimmy Hoffa was a controversial figure, and opinions about him vary widely depending on one's perspective. Some view him as champion of workers' rights, who fought for better wages, benefits, working conditions and improved their lives through his union activities. Effective leader, who expanded the Teamsters' membership and influence. Was seen as a champion of the working class and a symbol of resistance against exploitation. However, Hoffa's methods were often controversial and even criminal. He engaged in corrupt practices, collaborated with organized crime figures, and prioritized his own power and wealth over the greater good. Jimmy Hoffa's involvement with the criminal underworld was largely due to his efforts to maintain and expand his power and influence as the leader of the International Brotherhood of Teamsters labor union. Here are some reasons why he got involved with organized crime. Muscle and intimidation. Hoffa used strong-arm tactics to silence opponents and maintain control. He hired thugs and enforcers, some with ties to organized crime, to intimidate and silence those who stood in his way. Corruption and bribery. Hoffa was accused of accepting bribes from employers and using union funds for personal gain. He allegedly used these illicit funds to finance his lavish lifestyle and maintain his grip on the union. Extortion and racketeering. Hoffa was accused of using the union to extort money from employers and businesses. He allegedly used strong-arm tactics to secure lucrative contracts and benefits for the union. Connections and alliances. Hoffa formed alliances with notorious criminals like Tony Provenzano, Salvatore Bergoglio, and Tony Giacalone. These connections helped him maintain control and influence within the union. Personal gain. Hoffa's involvement with organized crime allegedly enriched him personally. He accumulated wealth, properties, and other assets through his illicit activities. Hoffa's involvement with the criminal underworld ultimately led to his downfall. He was convicted of fraud, conspiracy, and jury tampering in 1967 and served several years in prison. His disappearance and presumed death in 1975 remain a mystery, with many speculating that he was killed by organized crime figures. Hoffa's disappearance and presumed death have been the subject of much speculation and myth-making over the years. Speculation surrounding Jimmy Hoffa's disappearance includes: he was murdered by organized crime figures known to him, including Anthony Provenzano and Anthony Giacalone. His body was buried in a steel barrel in a New Jersey landfill. He was incinerated. His body was disposed of in a mob-owned fat rendering plant. His disappearance was staged, and he went into hiding. Despite numerous investigations, the exact circumstances of Hoffa's death remain a mystery, and various theories have been proposed. Jimmy Hoffa's legacy continues to impact the world in various ways, including labor movement. Hoffa's efforts to improve workers' rights and benefits have had a lasting impact on the labor movement. He played a key role in securing better wages, pensions, and working conditions for union members. Teamsters Union. Hoffa's leadership transformed the Teamsters into one of the most powerful unions in the United States. Although the union has faced challenges and scandals, it remains a significant force in the labor movement. Organized crime. Hoffa's associations with organized crime figures have had a lasting impact on the public's perception of unions and organized crime. His legacy serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of corruption and criminal influence. Pop culture. Hoffa's larger-than-life personality and mysterious disappearance have made him a cultural icon, inspiring numerous books, films, and TV shows. Political reforms. Hoffa's controversial career led to reforms in labor laws and regulations, such as the Landrum-Griffin Act, which aimed to reduce corruption and increase transparency within unions. Overall, Hoffa's legacy is complex and multifaceted, reflecting both his achievements in advancing workers' rights and his flaws and controversies. The authorities have been searching for Jimmy Hoffa for decades, and while there have been many leads and tips over the years, his remains have still not been found. Some of the places investigators have searched for Hoffa include Gardena, California; Hampton, Bloomfield, Milford, and Roseville, Michigan; Giants Stadium in East Rutherford and Jersey City, New Jersey; Florida Everglades, in Japan. In recent years, the FBI has continued to receive new tips and leads, and they have pursued investigations in New Jersey and Michigan. However, so far, none of these leads have resulted in finding Hoffa's remains. And so, the search for Jimmy Hoffa continues. Despite decades of investigations, tips, and leads, the truth about his disappearance remains a mystery. But beyond the horizon of his public life, we've explored the complexities of a man who left an indelible mark on American history. A labor leader, a controversial figure, a symbol of power and corruption. Jimmy Hoffa's legacy is a reminder that even the most seemingly invincible among us can vanish without a trace. The case of Jimmy Hoffa remains unsolved, a testament to the enduring power of mystery and intrigue. Join us next time on Beyond the Horizon, as we venture into new frontiers and explore more fascinating stories. Thanks for watching, and remember, the truth is out there, beyond the horizon.